All right, guys, what's going on? So I wanted to talk today about the new Blitz Rank Reward structure that they've introduced right now. So if you guys remember last week in the Friday blog post, they talked about how they're going to be making some changes here to the Blitz Rank Rewards with these new changes that are coming to RTA. Now, RTA also had some issues last night as well, where it went away and then I think now it came back. So a little bit of some confusion there. But in regards to the rank rewards, for these new blitzes, which is implemented now with Strife, you can already kind of take a look and see a gander to see kind of how things have changed. What I really want to talk about here is really kind of the top 20% changes that have been made that I think bodes well for more of the mid-game players that are currently in Marvel Strike Force. So previously before, if you were getting anywhere between the 11, if you're getting the top 20% players, it was usually actually only the top 10% players that were able to, if you're free to play, right? And you are a top, if you're getting the top 10% reward rankings, it was pretty much basically only you that were getting a 100 shard unlock of a character or getting up to 100 shards for a character. But now they've changed it to where the top 20% of top 20% in these Blitz Warrior rankings are actually getting the 100 shard unlock, because they've now boosted up here from 11 to 20%. You're now able to get 35 shards here. And previously before, if we take a look at, let's take a look at the old reward rankings here. Let's take a look at Quake. We can see here 11 to 25%, you are actually only getting 25 shards. And if you kind of accumulate that up, right, 25 shards plus 25 with 50 shards, and then of course you're getting your 21 shards through the milestones, which you usually get, that adds up to an additional 42, which means that you are only getting 92 shards. But now if you are able to go through and at least get 11 to 20% here on your Blitz Rank Rewards, you are going to be able to get you're going to be able to get a 100 shard unlock of a character. And we can see that here. So I pulled up these old Blitz predictions, or the Blitz predictions for Strife right now, which kind of go through the percentages of where you usually need to land to be able to grab those shards. So 11 to 25% right now they have as what, 5 million, about 5.2 million is literally about the cutoff here. I think for some new characters that are being introduced, you're probably going to need to go upwards of maybe, I mean, it could be 6-7 million that you probably need to get to in order to be able to get the 35 shards, which is no longer 25 shards, but now the 35 shards. But if you do both blitz cycles, right? If you do both blitz cycles, a 35 plus 35 is 70 shards, and then with your 21 shards times 2, which is 42 shards, you're going to be able to get about 112 shards for both blitz cycles, which I think is going to be better moving forward for mid-game players. So I do like these Blitz reward structure, the new Blitz reward structure here. I do think that it's actually better, like I said, overall for mid-game players. I'm not quite sure though how this helps out earlier players, because once you do get to level 60, you do get placed into this you kind of get fell to the wolves, right? So before level 60 as a beginner player, you are in this like beginner blitz shard, and the reward structures are a little bit different. Now I don't know exactly what those look like now, because I don't have an account that's below level 60 anymore. It used to be 60 days, but now it's actually before you get to level 60 that you're in a beginner blitz shard. So I don't really know if this really moves the needle much, but I see here 66 to 100, you're getting 5 shards. I think that's pretty much basically stays the same. But I do think that, yeah, 25 shards now from 21 to 30 shards. Previously before, what was it? It was 26 to 60 would get you 15 shards. So there have been some changes here. So I do think that overall this is a big change. I think that's going to bode well for the player community. Now, the problem I will say is that they're not doing a lot of Blitz release characters anymore, right? A lot of these characters now are going to the Strike Pass, and because they're going to the Strike Pass, the shards there are limited. But usually if you're a free-to-play player, you can get through both iterations, because usually sometimes if it's a release character, they do 2 iterations of a character through the Strike Pass over the 56-day period. You're able to get 100 shards of that character. So they're kind of evening it out now, evening it's out now by doing the blitz this way for mid-game players, but still for earlier players, you're still kind of going to be capped out a little bit here on those shards, so you won't be able to get that 100 shard unlock for that character. So that's kind of where things land right now. But let me know your thoughts, guys, on how do you feel about this new Blitz reward structure. Do you think that it's something that's good? Do you think that they should still be making some changes here? A lot of people are still asking questions on why won't they do Blitz shards to make it easier for players overall, so that they give them a better chance, better percentage, so that more active players can get these, potentially even get maybe these higher rankings, so that of course they can land more shards on the characters that they would like to, kind of balance out the game a little bit as well for players who are going to be, or new characters that are coming into the game, so the earlier players can be able to get those new characters at decent star levels and then be able to progress throughout the game, especially now where the game is at this like sort of like power leap aspect, where players are just coming in that are massively OP. Yes, Shang-Chi has been nerfed a little bit, but still does a crap ton of damage with that ultimate ability. So characters like that, right? He's not a Blitz release character, but characters like that are being released into Marvel Strike Force, just giving players a better opportunity for them to land shards on those characters. I would like to see Blitz shards introduced into Marvel Strike Force, because I don't think it's fair that a level 60 player now has to blitz and compete with someone that is 17-20 million TCP that's blitzing their mind out and getting crazy scores. I just don't think that it's fair that they have to compete with those type of players. I think that they should definitely go the route of arena shards. I think that would be better overall for the community. But listen, like I said, I think these Blitz Warrior rankings are a good change. I wanted to kind of highlight this, because I will say that I think a lot of the things that are going on right now in the game largely can be negative, and I definitely do think that it's warranted that some of it is negative, but wanted to shed some light here on something that I thought was a little bit more positive to talk about, that actually does benefit the overall player base. But appreciate you guys watching the video so much. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.